Live from downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now.
Right now here at 5, an OU sorority house is closed temporarily because of mold. Concerns from one parent who says it could have caused other issues.
We're going to hold you back. We're going to hold parents accountable.
Bold words from Governor Stitt as state lawmakers plan to make some big changes to reading proficiency in our state. We have that and some of his other goals.
And a 16-year-old from Logan County is now charged with the murder of his mother. And that's where we begin here at 5 o'clock. Jordan Weems made his first court appearance today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Karl Torp.
And I'm Amanda Taylor. He is charged with 3 felony counts, including murder in the first degree. Our Matt McCabe joins us now from the newsroom with the new details that we're just getting in.
Karl and Amanda, Jordan Weems will be tried as an adult because of his first-degree murder charge. Prosecutors are seeking life in prison without parole. The affidavit in the case reveals that another sibling told police that Jordan had been in trouble for sneaking out of the house and running from police at night. That sibling also told police that their mother had punished him by taking his clothes and bedding and having him wear an orange jumpsuit. The affidavit states that these punishments, including prison-like meals, were meant to show Jordan what life could be like in prison. He allegedly had told his siblings that he was then going to kill their mother. When another sibling came home this past Tuesday, they asked where their mother was. A series of calls, including to their father who shared custody, led police to a welfare check at that house. Now, the court documents state that Jordan admitted to police he killed his mother with a hammer before putting her in a trash bin. He has a public defender, and his next court appearance is scheduled for February 24th. Amanda?
Just 16 years old. Okay, Matt. He is right now being held without bond in a juvenile facility.
From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Well, today, you know what? It was cold. We had sunshine, at least here in Oklahoma City, but that is all coming to a crashing end. Clouds are now rolling in from the north. You can see that cloud deck as we look off to the north, and even some light snow and flurries now back into northern Oklahoma. By the way, it was a week ago today when the beginning of our major winter storm was beginning to unfold. All right, let's go to Links 1. Look at the cloud cover sagging south, and underneath this cloud deck, that's the leading edge of the Arctic air, and also a little bit of some flurry activity and light snow. Clouds rolling in, and we continue to melt, though, some of the snow. Slowly but surely, we are melting it away, but it's been, again, nearly a week now. How about that? This is that band of snow I'm talking about, moving from north to south, now snowing up into Kay County, also into parts of Grant County, moving again north to south. A few sprinkles in the west, those have basically gone away. And this is going to be light snow, Blackwell, Ponca City, and some flurries, all the above, headed to the south. You folks in Stillwater, over to Enid, you're going to pick up a little snow. It's going to be very, very light. Might have a dusting up there, but that's going to be about it. 29 now in Enid, 40 in Purcell, 29 up in Shawnee, and the rest of Oklahoma, 37 in Shawnee, excuse me, and the rest of Oklahoma. See the 20s in the north? That's the leading edge of the next wave of Arctic air. North winds behind it are increasing as well. Wind chills continue to drop. Feels like 15 right now up in Ponca City and Newkirk. All right, so here's the deal. Wind chills go below 0 tonight and tomorrow morning. It's going to be a frigid night ahead. What about snow? How much snow? And a 9-day that has 60s on it. Forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. The Oklahoma County Detention Center is investigating the death of an inmate. Court records show Jeremiah Coffey was in custody on drug trafficking charges. Jail officials say that he was found unresponsive in his cell last Wednesday and was pronounced dead at the hospital. The ME will determine the cause of death. A car is stolen during an attempted sale, and now a person is in jail for the robbery. Check this out. Oklahoma City police say Jorge Amador test drove the car late Wednesday night, then held the seller at gunpoint before driving off. Police found the car near Northwest 16th and Barnes, but Amador refused to pull over. He crashed near 10th and Youngs and was arrested. He was booked on multiple complaints, including eluding and robbery.
An Oklahoma lawmaker wants to take a new approach to help fill the teacher shortage in our state. We needed 700 more this past year. The bill would create a new initiative to identify high school students who show an early interest in teaching. The goal would then be to guide them toward a career in education with hands-on learning experiences before they even get to college. And this is just one of several bills focused on education this legislative session. It is the #1 topic for leaders in the House, the Senate, and the governor.
Our Capitol reporter Haley Hetrick sat down with Governor Kevin Stitt to talk about his education goals in his final year.
It will be his 8th State of the State address to give in this building. And while there's many things Governor Kevin Stitt has finalized in his tenure, there's still a few things he's looking to accomplish in his final year.
It's been amazing 7 years. I think it's the best 7 years of our state history. We have largest savings account. I've cut taxes by $1.6 billion. But it's this culture change that now people are moving here. People are talking about Oklahoma. So I think that's the biggest accomplishment that we've done.
Now the governor is hoping to build on that momentum, calling on lawmakers to look at legislation for economic development, welfare reform, and education. Stitt says topping his list when it comes to education policy is for lawmakers to make a change to allow future governors to appoint the state superintendent instead of putting the measure on the ballot. Stitt says this would take the politics out of the position. He's also touting both Senate and House leaders on their plans for improving reading scores in Oklahoma. We'll learn more about legislative goals on Monday morning. The State of the State address is set to begin at 12:30 on Monday, and lawmakers will hit the ground running on Tuesday morning with committee work. At the Capitol, for Oklahoma's Own, I'm Haley Hetrick.
All right, Haley, thank you. And join us for our comprehensive statewide coverage of that address on Monday. Our exclusive pre-speech analysis begins at 11 a.m. on the Oklahoma's Own Politics YouTube channel. And then tune in to News 9 for an expanded statewide noon newscast, followed by exclusive post-speech analysis online. While most lawsuits against former Superintendent Ryan Walters have been dropped, a panel ruled that one can move forward.
Former Bixby Superintendent Rob Miller is suing Walters for slander, saying Walters called him a clown and a liar during a news conference back in 2024. Walters filed a motion to have the lawsuit dismissed, saying he had free speech protections. That motion was dismissed. Walters' appeal of that ruling was also shot down by the Court of Civil Appeals. Well, it's a pretty slow week for crews working to demolish the former Myriad Convention Center to make way for the new downtown arena, understandably so. You're taking a live look at the construction site from our Bob Mills Arena cam.
So cold temperatures and the snow, they slowed things down a little bit, but crews are installing a new OG&E manhole, causing some road closures. We'll still head here at 5 o'clock from rock bottom to rebuilding hope. See how one man's pass is fueling a mission to help those that need it most.
But next, a mother's voicing her concerns after her daughter's sorority at OU is closed for the semester because of mold. The discovery of mold has closed an OU sorority house to its residents.
They're going to be out for a while. Delta Gamma members had to find new housing as repairs and renovations began. News 9's Deanne Stein is in Norman now with concerns from one mother.
A milestone year for sophomores moving into the Delta Gamma house turned into months of disruptions and evacuations, and eventually they were forced to move out.
The Delta Gamma house at the University of Oklahoma is temporarily closed to residents after mold was discovered. But one concerned mother says the issues began shortly after her daughter moved in.
There were immediate problems with the air conditioning unit in the house in August and September. And then that's when things kind of started trickling down as far as problems that were happening in the house with washers leaking, washers flooded twice.
She believes these issues led to bigger problems.
You had visible mold in the bathrooms. There was a hole in one of the ceilings of the bathroom that was there for at least a month.
She said these pictures were sent into the House Corporation Board. In a statement, the Delta Gamma Fraternity Organization says, quote, after careful consideration with our professional partners, we made the necessary decision to close the second and third floors of the house for spring semester, end quote. The mother says the move not only raised health concerns, but also left members scrambling for housing and facing out-of-pocket expenses.
And this is just not, it's not necessarily about the living, it's the stress that put these girls through this when they're really just trying to get an education.
The House Corporation Board says it has put the remediation on hold to team up with architects and engineers to consider a bigger renovation plan.
I would say it's very disappointing for the girls because, again, you only get 1 year to live there, and that's it.
In a statement, Delta Gamma leaders tell us they will continue to help the girls find suitable housing. In Norman, Deanne Stein for Oklahoma's Own.
All right, Deanne, thank you. The organization also says that members who were living in the house were reimbursed for their second semester rent and food.
All right, Oklahoma, well, we've had some sunshine today, but that is quickly going away here. Look at the clouds rolling in from the north, and that is going to be Arctic air, some flurries, a little bit of light snow there. That shot from our lucky star, Sky Kid Metberg. That is the beginning of our next Arctic air invasion. How cold do we get tonight? Below zero on the wind chills. Your forecast coming up.
You're watching Oklahoma's Own News 9.
More now on those scary moments for a man driving on the Turner Turnpike when a sheet of ice flew off a semi across the highway and hit his windshield.
You can see the damage it caused. Now, state law says any kind of substance on your vehicle must be secured, and troopers say that means ice and snow in your car is considered an unsecured load.
What I recommend to car drivers is, if you're able to, clean that off your windshield or clean that off your roof or your trunk or whatever so it doesn't strike another car.
The driver got some glass in his eye. He had to go to the hospital, but he's expected to be okay.
It's a big, big piece of ice.
So who's responsible? The truck, right?
I would think it'd be the semi driver because he didn't
tie down that load, I guess.
Yeah.
Tying down ice.
Yes.
I don't know. I
Getting it
passed a
off.
semi today on I-40, and it had about that much of snow on top and sped up to get around it.
There.
But you instantly wanted to put your skates on and get on top of the semi and
Now,
skate.
that would have been fun. Yes.
Park, pull over.
I want to get on
That
top.
was not
What?
going through my mind when I saw it, but I had known about this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's scary. And I
It
mean,
is scary.
that's so heavy too. At this point, it's melted, it's condensed. It's a lot of weight coming off there. So it can kill you. So anyway. All right. Hey, here comes our next shot. Why not, right? Last weekend at this time, we were bringing in Arctic air. We're doing it again. But it's not going to be as cold. And we're, again, not talking about a major winter storm like we were 7 days ago. Right about now, it was moving into southwest Oklahoma. A little bit of light snow up north. That'll hang around. Some flurries will hang around this evening. The clouds are rolling in. And temperatures this evening will continue to drop. But it's a band of snow running from eastern, northeastern Colorado, right down into Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma. Flurries, light snow. This whole wave is going to make its way south. But it's not extremely strong by any means, and we're not going to pick up a lot of snow. But again, some flurries blowing around this evening. This is also the leading edge of the Arctic air, right behind this. And on this snow zone here, temperatures are in the 20s. Wind chills are in the single digits and teens, and this is all coming south. It's going to go right down I-35. Road conditions, this is the way it looks. Again, most of the main roads obviously are good, but still watch out for some slick spots redeveloping tonight and tomorrow, as we're going to be below freezing, really, really cold tonight and tomorrow. So any slush or anything like that, it's going to basically be all ice, all right? We did melt more of the snow away today. The sun is going away. The clouds are rolling in from the north. You're looking up the Hefner Parkway to the north right here. That's up Northwest Expressway looking off to the northwest, but the cloud cover, it is thick and it is coming south. So here we go. 37 degrees, almost all cloudy now with a north wind at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. 33 in Guthrie, 39 in Norman, 33 in El Reno, 32 in Kingfisher. Look at Ponca City right now. 27 degrees in Ponca City. It's 26 in Newkirk. It's 26 up in Schuyler and Osage County, 25 in Miami, 29 in Cherokee. The wind, look at the wind here, picking up 10 to 20 in the northwest, 10 to 20 across the north. Wind will gradually increase from the north for all of us this evening and into tonight for a while. It's now 15. That's what it feels like in Ponca City, 14 in Newkirk, and this is all coming south. This is Arctic air. It hangs around tonight, tomorrow night into Sunday morning, and then by Sunday afternoon, it starts to pull out of Oklahoma. But again, for us, it's about a day and a half deal. The jet stream coming out of Canada, diving into Oklahoma, and we have an upper storm here and part of the polar vortex, energy coming in on the backside. So we're getting a little bit of jet stream energy overhead right now. So nothing crazy as far as any heavy snow or anything like that out of this. But this evening through early tonight, central, northern Oklahoma, we'll do a 40, 50, 60% chance for light snow and flurries across the north. So I think we might see a few areas of flurries and light snow this evening in Oklahoma City. It's going to be after 8, 9, 10 o'clock before it gets here, but again, nothing crazy. Trace in the gray, that's hardly anything, maybe a dusting up north with the snow there. Lows tonight, pipe bursting temperatures, right? We're already cold, the ground's cold, so you might want to go ahead and run those faucets one more time here tonight. 3 in Ponca City, 9 in Oklahoma City, that's the low. 5 in Woodward tonight. And then for tomorrow, back up in the low to mid-20s, upper 20s in the west and down south. A cold day. The good thing about tomorrow, we're going to have some sunshine, and the winds will be light by the afternoon, okay? So that's good. Look at Sunday. Hey, 40s, 50s out west. Nice big warm-up Sunday, and even warmer on Monday with highs well into the 50s on Monday. Wind chills tonight. Look at tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. in the morning on Saturday. Below zero. It gets a little better tomorrow afternoon, and then still cold though, but the coldest day, at least for the next 9 days, is tomorrow. The coldest morning is tomorrow. And then it's all downhill. It gets better. It gets better after that. All right, so Oklahoma City, take a look at it. And for all of the metro here, 25 for the high tomorrow, 9 in the morning, wind chills below zero, a cold 16 Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, a high of 48, 56 on Monday, a little colder Tuesday, Wednesday. We can deal with 40s. Now, just a slight chance for a shower Tuesday, Wednesday, not a big deal. That storm looked okay for a while, not so much now. And then end of next week, there you go. You're loving it. You need it. Here come the 60s for the end of next week, and next weekend looks a lot better. Here we go. Carl, back to you.
David, thank you. Coming up, jail time reshaped a Metro man's perspective, and now he is giving back. How he is helping others find the same path after the break.
A group of volunteers is going around the city giving back to veterans and the elderly.
And they're doing it just for the satisfaction of helping someone in need. Our Mike Glover introduces us to Open Vessels in tonight's Something Good.
It is a passion for helping people that few can understand. But honestly, to really understand, you would have to have been where Joey Chapel has been.
I made choices to force the state of Oklahoma, put me in what I like to call timeout.
At 21 years old, being incarcerated gave him the time to reflect on some of his life choices. And upon his release, his life perspective had completely changed.
I just went out helping people, and man, I felt so good.
And the more he helped, the more he wanted to help.
I got me a lawnmower, and I got me a weed eater, and I had a pickup truck, and I just started driving around. These are the ones I really love to help, the ones that really need it.
He enlisted the help of volunteers from a local recovery house.
I wanted to show guys in addiction how much fun they could have not being high.
In 2018, Joey was able to register as a nonprofit, and through donations, he was able to help Oklahomans that couldn't help themselves.
She can't do this herself. She's got medical issues.
The yard had not been tended to in literally years.
It was overwhelming, I'm just going to be honest.
And the more they worked, the more they realized how much work needed to be done.
So we got 3, 6, 9.
Almost the entire back end of the house was damaged, exposing the resident to the elements.
Every day she's on the phone crying to me and asking me why. And I said, why not?
Fact is, Joey has never seen the woman that has been taken advantage of by other contractors.
We're not doing it for a pat on the back. We're doing it because someone needs the help.
And in the end, they won't look for payment or even a thank you.
Hopefully, she'll open up the door just enough to give me a smile. But if she don't, that's okay. I'll hear it in her voice on the phone.
Taking care of our neighbors. That is something good. I'm Mike Glover for Oklahoma's Own.
Joey, what a great example.
Awesome. For sure, right there,
Love
yeah.
that. I want to tell you what's coming up next on the CBS Evening News. A judge tosses out the federal charge against the man who killed this United Healthcare CEO. We have what's next in the case.
And here's what we're working on. News 9 here at 6 o'clock. A Metro musician being remembered after he died in a house fire. What his family is planning to do to honor him.
Plus, how a program from a statewide nonprofit is helping incarcerated women at an Oklahoma prison. And then, David, we're going to be talking to you more about the weekend and what's to come.
Well, okay. Well, obviously, Arctic air comes in this evening and tonight, but it's going to get a lot warmer. We're going to completely flip-flop the weather pattern we've been in to a better weather pattern you're going to like. So more on that at 6, 70s possibly.
Melt everything off, 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 70s?
We'll take it, absolutely.
Bathing suit?
We'll see you in 30 minutes.
No bathing suit?
Bathing suit.